Hi, introducing the 2025 Park School Munhall Council in Borough. Let's introduce the mayor of 3rd grade here, Kinsley Pingboard. Council President, Aiden Kelly. Vice President, Adam Nguyen. And the rest of our council, Mayla Kokenauer, Sarah Ossie, Gianna Brannon, Magnolia Popovich, and Julian Earls. Our borough manager is Lynette Stone. Our administrative assistant is Lila Strait. Our chief of police, Lael Gibbs. And our assistant chief of police, Demarius Harris. Police detective, Ivana Wilson. Police sergeant, Chloe Smaglow. Our two SROs are Mason Steele and Amari. Mason Stone and Amari Steele. Borough Fire Chief is Finn Kelly. Borough Fire Marshal is Delaney Porco. Our Public Works Supervisor is James Baxendale. And our Public Works Foreman is Ella Kelly. Right here, bud. Our borough engineer is Ronan Davis. Our two paramedics are Charlie Schnurr and Rosa Pruden. We have two EMTs, Piper Sedlak and Kinsley Zatelli. Our borough solicitor is Trenton McAllister. We have our constable, Bryce Huber, and our deputy constable, Emma Kelly. Our tax collector, Emmett Reagan. Sewage Authority, Laszlo. And our EMC is Kennedy Dennis.
What's your position? Everybody else. You are over on that side.
Go ahead with the paramedics.
Roll out. We can call the
Go with the paramedics.
Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Floyd, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Mr. Shields.
Here.
Mr. Woodward. Mr. Bonadian.
Here.
Mr. Firestone.
Here.
Mr. Brennan.
Here.
Mr. Youngkins.
Here.
Ms. Fryer. Mr. Eads.
Here.
Mr. Pastor. Chief Coles. Chief Floyd.
Here.
Mayor Falls.
Yeah.
Bob Bison.
Here.
Mr. Elias.
Here.
Mr. Camden.
Say it. Here. How about say it?
Say here.
Good job, buddy. That was good.
So are you the introduction of the students?
Tax collector.
Ms. McCurry.
Say here. Say here.
Here.
Sewer Authority?
Ms. Coles.
You've already done this introduction of student officials.
Can you read it?
Swearing in of Officer Michael Miller.
Mayor? Swearing in.
Oh, swearing in?
Michael Miller?
Oh, yes, okay. You got a swearing in here? We have the word?
Yep. It's right there, it's in the grade.
Swearing in the kids, you mean?
When it's on trigger.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I was thinking.
You want to read it?
Okay. Hold on, let me just swearing in here. New police officer. Okay. You all gonna swear in? We practiced this upstairs, so I want you all to raise your right hand.
You want me to stand up?
Oh, please stand up, yes.
Here, stand. Raise your
Stand up.
Stand up.
Everybody standing up? Okay, we're gonna swear in. Okay? Repeat after me. I. Your name. Not your name. Okay.
Say your own
Try it
name.
again. One more time. Let's start over. Okay, when I say, when I say I, your name is like, Trenton will say Trenton McAllister. Okay, I. Your name? Swear to uphold. And protect. All the bylaws of Munhall Borough. And serve the community to the best of my capabilities. I will fulfill. My duties. With honor. And professionalism. And I will ensure the well-being. Of all the citizens. Of Munhall Borough. Okay. Now you are president of council and mayor and solicitor and everything else.
We still need to sign in the Officer Michael Miller.
Is Michael there yet?
He's on the call, he's coming.
Okay.
Move that back.
Ready for Mike?
Make an announcement. with the executive session.
Uh,
No public presentations. Approve the meeting minutes from
Okay. Approve meeting minutes for April 2025. Can you see that go out?
Excuse seasons.
No, right here.
Approve meetings, minutes for April 2025.
Hit that. Motion? Motion to approve the minutes?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion approved.
Motion approved.
Hit that gavel again. Good job.
Move on to your reports.
Reports. President report. I have no report this month. We got through the storm as best we could. The generator here was out, and it should have kicked on immediately. It didn't. Officer Caterina went above and beyond the call. He was down here working on that generator. We had the police officer down there working on the generator. He stayed all night until we figured out that we couldn't get the part, but we ended up 2 days without power, the whole building. But we got back on about, was that Friday? Late Friday, yeah. It was hectic. We got through it. And we were going to work on having that generator up and running how it should. That was a real problem. Okay? Mr. Mayor.
Okay. Mayor Kinsley Pingward is going to give just a brief report.
Tomorrow there's a blood drive at the Borough Building 2 to 7. And we got Main Street Market Nights coming up. this summer, June, July, and August. And our Memorial Day parade.
Now, how many of you are in the Memorial Day parade on Monday? How many of you are scouts or Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts? Okay, looking forward to seeing you all there too on Monday. We'll be there at what, 9 o'clock I think we lined up for the Memorial Day parade. It starts at 9:30.
At the high school.
At the high school, so looking forward to seeing you all there. And that concludes mine and Mayor Kinsley's report.
Thank you. Mr. Solicitor. Mrs. Solicitor. Mrs. Solicitor.
Council met in executive session before this meeting to discuss personal issues. That ends my report.
Code enforcement. Engineers. Okay.
You want to read all that? You don't have to read all that. Just do Creek Street and then. Say Creek Street.
Creek Street,
Pending board decision on road ownership.
pending board decision on road ownership.
Okay. Catch basin replacement.
Catch basin replacement,
Completion pending weather.
completion pending weather.
Main Street rehab project.
Main Street Rehabilitation
Rehabilitation.
Project.
To read all those. Survey was completed.
Survey was completed in process of narrowing down quantities and cost. Waiting to hear from the Queen Knight as this,
As to whether.
as to whether they will provide street lighting.
And last one.
This?
Yep.
Overall cost to mill, pave, line, and light.
The rear parking lot. Just say rear parking lot.
Rear parking lot,
$140,000.
$140,000.
That was that plan. That's all we have there. So that's the end of the report.
That's the end of my report.
Code enforcement. I issued 11 building reports. I performed 32 occupancy inspections. I sent out 51 code violation letters. That concludes my report. Thank you. Public square report.
Is that us? I didn't know. No, from the public works.
Public Works report. Crews did the following since last meeting. Cut grass, filled potholes, did one call. Fixed street signs, cleaned up around the borough after the storm. That completes the report. Police chief.
Munhall Police Department monthly report for April 2025. Police report to 641. Call for service. Made 29 arrests. Ensued 143 traffic citations. Conducted 130 traffic stops. That's the end of the report.
Fire chief.
He's on it.
The fire department has 79 calls in April, 71 calls in town, and 8 calls out of town. We had a total of 42 calls from the storm. The engine is bad in the house, but the switch and rattle are taking out. That is the report.
Say that again.
Manager's report. application for public works. Plan to choose maps building is not insured by the borough right now, adding it to our insurance policy. Tax collector.
My total tax collections for this year is $1,135,807.90. Balance collectible is $4,290,614.25.
Okay?
He's bringing the report.
Oh, okay.
Yours.
Comments on non-agenda.
Mr. President?
Question.
Mr. President, Officer Miller is here.
He's here, okay.
Can you swear him in now?
Sure.
Then, so on. I'm gonna have Mayor Vincent. Not Vincent, here. Portico, Come on, Kinsley, we're gonna swear in this new police officer. Munhall Borough, we got a new police officer here. You gonna help me out? Okay, I'm gonna swear you in. Hello, Officer Miller. Okay. You're gonna raise your right hand. Kinsley, raise your right hand too. And Michael, repeat after me. I, your name,
Michael Miller,
swear to uphold
swear to uphold
and protect
and protect
all the bylaws
all the bylaws
of the Munhall Police
of the Munhall Police
Department in the Borough of Munhall
in the Borough of Munhall,
to protect
protect
and serve
and serve
the community
the community
to the best of my capabilities.
to the best of my capabilities.
I will fulfill my duties
I will fulfill my duties
with honor
with honor
and professionalism,
and professionalism,
and I will ensure
and I will ensure
the well-being
the well-being
of all the citizens
of all the citizens
of Munhall Borough.
of Munhall Borough.
Sworn before me on May 21st, Mayor Rob Falls. Congratulations, Officer Miller. Mayor Kinsley? Mayor Kinsley, you get a picture with the three of us. Go between me and Officer Miller. Okay, is anybody here taking a picture of this? Mom, Dad?
Right here.
Got us? Okay. I'll make sure we're looking at the right camera.
Driver's license in 8 years.
Okay, thank you. Oh, one more over here.
Your wife.
My wife's taking one? Okay, thank you. And I'm gonna sign your, this here. Welcome. Be safe. Love having you here. Thank you.
Good question.
Question. Mr. President, line 13. What is the cost of installation for the cameras in Troutman Park? Okay, what $80
Question?
Will there be cameras at Munhall Park?
You're welcome. This time we're going to have two more for the kids to do. Then we're going to take a 5-minute recess. You want to take some pictures or whatever you want to do before the kids are dismissed. Okay, are you ready? public comments on non-agenda items. Can you say that really loud?
Public comments,
Comments,
non-agenda
agenda,
items.
any public comments on non-agenda items? Do we have any? Okay. Public comments on agenda items.
Public comments on agenda items.
Any public comments on agenda items? Okay. We'll take a 5-minute recess here, take some pictures, and then we'll get back to our meeting. Okay? Thank you. You guys did a great job. Okay, we're moving on without the mayor. Go ahead.
All right, the payroll, bills exceeding payroll for the month of April is $475,588.38. I need a motion for that.
Motion.
Second. All in favor? All opposed?
Motion carries. Approving payroll for $325,828.24. Motion.
Motion.
Motion. Give a second. Motion is second. All in favor? All opposed?
Items 3, 4, and 5 are not going to be voted on tonight.
We're scratching 3, 4, and 5.
I'm good, thank you. Motion 6, authorize the solicitor to prepare a non-solicitation ordinance.
I'm good, Mayor, I got
This was brought up last week, but there was not much debate. I don't know if anybody wants to add to that. Or is this okay, just see what the non-solicitation.
Could you explain what it means?
Basically, as far as I understand it, it would prevent any third party outside parties from soliciting for for-profit business within the borough.
So no one could come and get a permit unless they were a
I
local.
mean, I need his insight as well. because-
We can't do that.
Okay, never mind.
All right. Well, I don't know what we have in place. I need to review this. I have a general checklist of things I review. There's a constitutional right for people to solicit, but we can have an ordinance that regulates it. They have to come and get a permit. But the best thing to do, this has been upheld, these cases have been challenged, have gone to the United States Supreme Court dozens of times. If you don't want any solicitor coming on your property, you just post a sign, no solicitation. And if they come onto your property, they're trespassing. You call the police and they will move them. So for any individual citizens. But otherwise, we have to allow it, and the regulations, we can restrict times and manner and so forth. So that's something I can work on, which we need to do anyway, to button up that ordinance to avoid constitutional challenges. These big firms around the country are suing municipalities that they claim are restricting solicitors' rights. But my advice, again, to any resident and everyone here on council, if you don't want anyone coming to your door, just put up that sign. No one can step foot on your property.
But are we allowed to make sure that they have a?
Yeah, we should have, this is the first I saw this, just looking at the agenda. I don't know if we have a solicitation ordinance.
There is, and there's restrictions. but-
All right, well, that probably almost certainly needs to be up.
Can we table this then until you get that?
You gotta be ordered,
Yeah, it was
right?
here.
Oh,
Yeah, good. Well, this needs to be updated. What I can do is, I'll review it. You don't even need to vote on this. I'll review this, and then I'll report back if I think there are legal problems, constitutional issues, and then suggest that you amend it. Okay?
Six is removed.
Yeah.
Or remove it?
Removed.
Authorization, authorize the solicitor to prepare an ordinance to adopt Act 49.
Motion.
second. Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Motion passes.
We've gotten a rough estimate of the cost for the lower parking lot, 140,000, although
How much is it?
140,000 for paving the lower parking lot.
Paving, striping, lining.
All that. But he also is concerned about the slope and levelness of the parking lot.
I had a park down there, so there's a rather large pond. Bob said it might be a catch basin needs clean, so it might be let's do a little
Grading.
grading. So
So it might be a little more than 140, but
Definitely not gonna be
this
more
will be
than
just a
200.
vote to put out for bid.
Motion.
Yeah, and sorry if I get interrupted, the solicitor for Turtle Creek Valley is constantly checking in on this, and I told him tonight we were gonna pass a I thought council would pass a motion to put out bids for that lot. They're very anxious to have a permanent location. I just wanted to update everyone.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
This is very open-ended, and I'm not sure if we really want to pursue this, because now that we know how much this is for item number 9, now we know it's cost about $3,500 to put cameras in Troutman Field. I don't know if it's really worth it to pursue a grant for doing the same for Wood Hill and Vine.
Just put them in.
Just put them in.
Right.
So I don't think we really need to pursue this for this particular thing this month. We can always apply for something else next year specifically.
Right, we want to wait to get through, before the season will be over, we'll be on campus.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just,
You don't need to do this?
I don't think so.
Okay. That's 9.
All right, now that the borough's adopted an ordinance regarding setting of fees via vote at council meetings, there's a vote here to authorize the setting of Westfield rates for the following. Baseball, $100 an hour, softball, $100 an hour, soccer main field, $140 an hour, and all-day rental of the field, $1,000.
How much did that change?
That was 65, 100, and 600.
Okay. Do I have a motion on
Motion.
number 10?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion passes.
Authorization to set the zoning fees for the following: $75 residential zoning fee and $650 commercial zoning fee.
That was my
Someone's
That's 11.
Number 11, yep.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion passes.
We discussed last week briefly, for several months, vote to install vehicle cameras in 16 borough vehicles, with Public Works and Code Enforcement, for a monthly cost of $448.
Motion.
Motion and a second? You have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?
Nay.
Okay.
Yep.
Vote to,
You're saying no, Tim?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. You never know.
I got that recorded.
Okay.
Vote to install Wi-Fi and cameras at Troutman Park for, what's the number, $3,550 for installation and $80 a month for internet.
Motion.
Motion and a second?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Move on.
Vote to pay $35,000, this is half of our annual commitment to MAPS for 2025.
Motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Our Munhall bond interest payment is due, $68,120.64. Need a motion for that?
Question.
Yes.
This is the bond
For this-
interest for the building?
For this building. In your packets, there is the actual bill. Let me pull it out real quick.
Motion.
Take a look at it.
David, before we pay this,
Yes.
I just want to ask one question. We're
Certainly.
paying the interest, as always. Do we have, knowing that the generator, do we have any coverage on this building? This building's new. What will it be like in 5 years? We keep paying the interest, and my question is, who's responsible? Who's accountable for us only being here 2 years and the elevators half the time don't work and the doors don't work and now the
And
generator?
the furnace doesn't work right?
I mean, when are we going to call somebody and say, who's accountable for this?
So that goes back to your contractor, whoever contracted.
We're not going to talk to
the
the audience, sorry. You want,
That's fine.
we're not going to do that.
That'll be Franjo.
Brandon.
Yeah, he's right, it's the contractor, or whoever installed it, I'm not necessarily.
Well, actually, the elevator was installed.
Could have been someone else, could have been a subcontractor, you gotta find the person.
But Franjo is the general, so he's the one you call.
I really
Right.
think it should be noted that we need to start calling and holding somebody accountable.
Agreed with you,
because
Randy,
this is-
agreed.
This is pitiful.
I agree.
I mean, every month and every other week, we're paying for these things.
I mean, the generator, now that we're on that, Mr. Bicey, has that been kept up as far as how often is it supposed to be tested? Obviously, when we need it, it failed.
Yeah, like I said, we don't know if it's something that was struck by lightning that night or something,
Okay.
but it normally comes on once a week.
What was
Oh,
the part,
so it comes on once a week automatically.
what part went bad, Bob, do you know?
Something electronic.
Something electronic.
So, but it does
We
once
had
a
it
week.
started, it's just one.
And how long do we let it run, Bob?
It automatically comes on for like 20 minutes.
Is there a way we can make it come on a little longer so we can make sure it runs?
Yeah, we'd have to ask the,
I wasn't even aware it was doing that.
Right, I wasn't either.
Were you aware of that, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think
No,
we
when they, sorry, Rennie, when it kicks on, does it take the power off of the building and power the
I
house?
don't know that.
I don't believe so.
I don't think.
It should,
I don't think so, but it might.
because, if it kicks on and it powers the building, it's putting stress on it, and if there's something wrong, it'll break. That's why every week we would go like half hour, 45 minutes, the lights would flash off at the head and the generators would kick on. And that's just to make stress on the system. Can we
Maybe
check
Bob,
it?
you could look into that?
Yeah,
See
I'll
if how it, if we're testing it right.
Okay.
Thanks, Bob.
Okay.
Do you have a motion on 16?
There is a motion.
Motion,
Yeah, I gave it to you.
with a second?
One second.
With a second, with a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Number 16 is not to be voted on. Number 17, you have in your packets, I gave it to you last week as well. Financing Mack truck for DPW, since our vehicles, our fleet's getting lower, and it takes about, what, 16 months, Bob?
Yes.
To get a new vehicle. We'll basically be ordering one now to pay in 2026.
Okay.
Do we
The
start
cost
paying?
would be,
Do we start paying before we get it?
No. no,
Okay.
the cost would be $150,873 currently for the vehicle, plus another $87,000 for the bed.
We should always have the amounts on these motions.
I agree.
Yes.
Should always have amounts.
So we're ordering the truck now.
Yeah. I'd still like to have it.
Yeah, well, I agree,
Yeah.
100%.
Does that lock in the price when we order it?
It locks in the price when we order it.
So, yeah, we need the amount.
Right.
Ordering the truck.
Everybody have the amount? Need a motion?
Motion.
Second? A second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Move on.
And long-term planning, we can also perhaps wait another year, but it was recommended we also order another one, but maybe we can push that back to 2027.
I think we are.
I mean, that's, we estimate a similar price, but if we order later than this month, it would not necessarily cover that price.
What are you telling me?
What does council think? Do you wanna?
If we order it now, it locks in the price, Brian.
Okay.
And we won't get it until 2027, is that what you're
Well,
saying?
we'd have to ask them not to do it. That's the thing, I mean, I've never ordered something and say, wait another year before we deliver it.
Well, if it's gonna take 16 months, we're almost there to where it's gonna come in 2027.
We're almost exactly there.
Right.
Is it legal? Is it legal to do that? We're putting expenses on
2027,
council
when we don't
from
even.
2 years from now.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if that's even
I don't know.
allowed. Is that allowed?
Yeah, it's allowed, you're locking in a price if you, and deferring it till 2027. Yeah, I understand, Councilman Brennan, what you're talking about, but ordering equipment that's needed is permitted.
Then I don't have a problem if we need, do we truly need that? That second truck?
What's your opinion, Bob?
Yes, yes. Then I'm in favor of ordering it.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion,
I'll second it.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? We'll wait till,
All right, well, once again, I did not put the prices on here. Do we have an updated price yet?
We're not really financing them, so we're ordering them?
Ordering them, yeah.
So maybe the word should be
Police
ordered.
interceptors.
We
Police cars.
we lease them, we lease them?
When are they gonna be ordered?
I'm in the process of trying to order them now. We're playing phone tag with the guy I need to talk to.
Well, why don't you, I mean, council, I mean, we don't have the price, so the price has to be approved. I'd rather do this next month, or if we have to, if we're gonna lose the price, we can ratify it.
Okay,
But I don't like doing this without a number on it.
all right, we'll scratch 19.
I mean, they are ordering one already this year, and it's the final price
Okay.
approved from last year. We finally have the final numbers for Sergeant Tishon's holiday pay and longevity pay. $6,967.45, broken down as follows. Holiday pay, $2,990.40, and longevity pay, $3,987.05.
This is all part of the collective bargaining agreement?
Collective bargaining, it's just a
Right,
requirement we
it's
have
a
to.
requirement we have to do. Have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Motion passes.
As the mayor and I met a few weeks ago with the Waterfront Association, Carrie basically said if we pay the annual fee for this year, he'll forgive the previous 3 years of dues.
Is that in writing?
No.
And how much is it for each year?
The grand total of the full amount is, I have it right here.
The Perry's.
It does vary. I
I have
have
a file on that.
73,000, I believe, roughly around there.
Well, I can give you the invoice they sent. So for example, 2023, it was 17,900. 2024 was 15,931. And then 2025 is the same number, 15,931. So it varies because there's a form, it depends on their costs to maintain the entire waterfront. And it's divided up proportionally, although we just have a vacant lot down there we don't even use, but this is a council's decision.
They act like they're giving us a break because they let us slide for the last 3 years.
Well, they didn't even bill us.
Right, but they did send us a bill for 70-some thousand.
Yeah, they try to back bill us for all these years and late fees, and frankly, I was.
He actually disagreed with us not being good. He said we were billed, but
Oh.
it's he said, she said.
All right, well, no one here ever showed me this
Dave
bill,
and I have it.
yeah, so.
He said we were billed, we've had, 4 borough managers. And said billings.
So basically, this money is used for maintenance on the waterfront roads.
Yes.
In the parking lots and picking up trash, and so everyone that has a business down there.
We don't have anybody that goes there that puts any trash down.
Well, that's my issue, I'm just a solicitor
Right.
though, I don't vote, but, right, we don't make use of that lot. And, we talked about this in executive session last month, because, if we fight it, there could be litigation, I don't wanna go into depth about that, but, as long as our lot's not developed, I had an issue, is it guaranteed, that we don't have to pay, I don't wanna talk any more about it here, but
We should have it in writing.
that's why, you definitely,
Yes.
if you're gonna approve this, I want in writing from them first, that they are waiving all prior assessments, everything on this bill. They tried to bill us for prior assessments, interest, special assessments, which was nonsense, because we couldn't have incurred a special assessment, we don't do anything down there. The slate has to be wiped clean, everything is waived and excused, and we would have a clean slate starting with this, if you're gonna approve it. That's mandatory, I want that in writing from them.
Okay,
I'll get it from
we'll
there.
scratch 21. I'm not in favor of paying anything.
I'm not either.
Vote to accept the retirement of James Cullen Price from the Munhall Police Department.
Motion.
We have a motion and a second.
Well, can I,
Yes.
sorry, I
Sorry,
don't want to
right.
interrupt, but this needs to be amended. First of all, it is a retirement.
Retirement,
It's
sorry.
not a resignation,
Nope.
and this has been approved. And this also has to approve the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, which we have agreed to with the union. Everyone signed off on it, this is all signed and sealed, but we need a formality of a motion to approve it. So the motion should be amended to read retirement instead of resignation, and at the end, and approve the MOU.
Got it. Okay,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?
Nay.
Motion passes. Anybody have any questions about tonight's meeting?
No, but I need to ask Chief Fuller a couple things. The people on Cambridge Street they can't park in front of their houses because of the baseball that's going on in Troutman. And the people are parking on the sidewalk, on the grass. But on Troutman Street, all the residents have the sign. You know, residential parking, if you're not resident, you'll be towed. Can we please look into this for those people's sake about getting the same for the 3500 block of Cambria, which is that whole section right across the field, okay?
Is it just for ones that don't have driveways though, that they don't sign up for?
No, down on Troutman Street, it's resident parking.
One on the house side. One on the small one.
And the other comment I was called about was the draft house on the weekends. I know we want to be open-minded in that, but if you could be the resident, and I'm one of them, between the lights, the music, the screaming, okay, let them have their fun. But I think I would like to suggest that we could put something in writing about 11 o'clock, 11:30, it's got to stop. This goes on till 2 in the morning. Trust me. I personally called 911, I guess it would be 4 weeks ago. It was pouring rain, pouring at 1 in the morning. You would have thought that they were out there hoopling. I'm thinking, it's pouring rain. And I went past today. God bless Larry Stahl. I mean, the man really does. It's never looked as good, the whole property. But now he's putting on a roof. I don't even want to think, with a roof over that back end, they'll be carrying on in the snow. So I'm asking,
That's a
maybe
genuine
we could
concern.
please ask. It's not fair. It's not fair to the residents.
Well, Tom, how do we do that as far as a noise ordinance and
Correct.
after so many hours, how's it work? Anybody
Do we
know?
have one?
Well, they're disturbing the peace, I mean, or creating a public nuisance. But we can't just say, oh, you have to close at 11:30. We have to draft an ordinance and limit all establishments.
That gets into the liquor license.
See, I hate
Yeah, right, well,
I hate to think if
well,
they're
that's
getting away with
getting
it, then we got across the street, Main Street to Albert, and then we got up the street.
well, yeah.
You know, this could get out of
Whoever's
hand.
complaining, just have them call us when it's going
Yeah.
on and we will take care
The
of it.
police can handle that. If it's out of control, like you're saying, the police.
I
can
think
go
Larry
out
will be
there
very confident.
Yeah.
And stop it and issue citations if necessary. Tom knows what to do.
Okay, I just wanted noted that I
Sure.
did, because these people are sitting in the rain.
I have a question as well.
Sure.
So, about Cambridge Street, this is Cambridge, signs were just put up there around Park School about no walking dogs on school property. And they're posted up, going right up the street, right next to the school. Is that something that the police are enforcing?
No, that's private property, it's the school property. We can't issue any citations for that.
And then, so they put the signs up, we did not put the
I don't know
signs
who
up.
put it up, it wasn't the borough.
And is the sidewalk, is that public property or is that private property there then? Is that the schools or is that?
That's a gray area. If the sidewalk's in front of your house, you're supposed to take care of it, but the public's allowed to walk.
Generally, it's curb to curb, the borough takes care of. Other than that,
Yeah.
It's open to the public, but the property owner that has the adjacent sidewalk is responsible to maintain it and repair it, but they can't close it. Public is free to walk on it.
Well, if you see the signs, they go all the way from Main Street, all the way up Cambria and all the way down the side of it.
I'll take a look at it.
did they just get put up?
They look pretty brand new to
Yeah,
me.
'cause my wife walks the dog up there.
Yeah. Just a question, that was all.
Right.
I mean, the signs are up there, but if there's no ordinance, they can't be cited.
Well, I mean,
But it's still, I understand.
if someone's walking their dog up there and, you know, a confrontation could occur, I don't know. You know, it happens. My dog, you know. whatever. Just a question, that's all.
Before we adjourn, I'll take a motion from anybody for the good of the borough of Munhall. Anybody have?
Are we going back to executive session?
No, we are not. Any remarks from the audience on the borough of Munhall? Anybody have to speak? Nothing? Sure? Come on.
I don't think it's on the agenda.
That's okay, go ahead.
Similar to what Rennie was planning to, or speaking about. We live down on the Munn Street.
Where?
Munn Street.
Okay.
Munhall. And we have the nightclub opened up. It's the Hungarian Social Club.
It's open again?
Yeah.
So
It's open again?
Yeah.
Is it every day now?
Every Tuesday, sometimes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And they're open until 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's because they're a club.
I don't, honestly, I
The
don't
private
mean.
club can stay open until 3.
Right, but I don't
Is it
mean to
still the
show anybody
Hungarian?
disrespect, but I don't care what you are.
Right?
If you're keeping me up until 3 o'clock in the morning, I gotta get up at 4,
Yep.
we got an issue.
They could
Is it
have,
still the Hungarian? It's just, they
Yes.
use that name?
They just use that name.
Right.
That's what the.
This is the same group that was having problems a couple of years ago.
Yes, well, different ownership.
But they're doing bands in there,
Yes,
same.
they're doing some kind of hookah, I don't know what that is, some kind of pipe thing. They have,
it's just a nuisance. It's-
I'm sure.
They're blowing the horns. The party goes outside
Any way we
after
can
hours.
see what the
They
liquor
party in
license
the
says,
lot.
if it's a club or not?
it does say it's a club.
It
It's-
does?
Yes, we talked to an officer with the liquor control board.
We
They opened
call,
up another investigation. Not sure what it's about, because it was,
we make police reports, but there's only so much the police officers can do when you got a whole, group.
I know Dave got involved with occupancy down there last time too.
Yeah, they're okay with occupancy.
Very good point.
Yeah, it's a very well-built building. Yeah, the best thing to do whenever there's a bar involved is to call the police. After so many calls to the police, LCB will look as a nuisance bar, and they'll close them down.
we do, there's just one problem with that. I have a scanner, and I hear it. We call and say about the noise. The officer comes down and says, disregard it, there's no issue here.
Well, as soon as the police pull up, they shut up.
But it doesn't,
Doesn't resolve the problem.
right, because the noise is still there. The noise never went away. When they do come down, they turn the volume down. As soon as the police officers leave,
Turn it back up.
they turn it right back up.
I'm gonna be honest, and it's embarrassing.
This last time, sorry,
The embarrassing is this, I can't sleep in my bedroom at all for the last 3 months. I have to sleep down on the couch tonight, this bar is open. Because, like I said, the music, the noise, the nuisance. It's embarrassing, it's sad, and I'm ashamed to be here to have to say something. like
No,
that. This is my point of view from
This is
Roger.
where you should be, this is where you should come.
it's not just him, I mean,
Yeah, I understand it.
I live in eyeshot of it, and I don't have central air.
Okay.
So when it's a nice cool day out, I have to open my windows, otherwise, it's sweltering. At 3 o'clock in the morning, when I hear boom, 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 constant, we call the police don't do anything, no offense.
When you say the police don't do anything, what do you mean?
The officer says it's perfectly fine. It's within limits, is what he says.
Well, you get there, they turn it on. They leave, they turn it
Well,
off.
that's not true, Mr. Brennan, because I was there with the officer in my driveway, and I said, can you hear that? And he says, not really. He says, are you complaining about the trains that come by? I said, no, that's a 3-minute train, not a 3-hour party.
That's a bad thing to say to anybody.
This is why we're here, because we feel like we're at a losing battle when we call it.
Okay.
Right, and I know he has, Mr. Officer, I don't care who it is, Mr. Officer, you're more than welcome to come into my house and hear what I hear.
Tom, you gonna address that?
Yeah, the next time that happens, call me. Don't wait till a council meeting, call me, I'm Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. I will address it then.
Understood.
I can watch their body cam footage, and we can go from there.
Understood.
And please come back here if it continues, okay? Call the manager, call you, don't let it go any further, because it's only gonna get worse, summer just started.
Right,
Yeah.
right, well,
They've been here before.
that's the issue.
There
The issue
was
is-
parking issues down there too.
That's great. You've got
So they
an awesome job with that.
cleaned that other lot out, that it used to be, something signs, can't remember what it was.
Yeah, they knocked
They
all
They
the
leveled
signs.
that out and made that parking. they added extra lighting. That's great. I really don't, you know, I want everybody to be safe. But at 3:30 in the morning, I shouldn't hear horns honking like
No.
it's New Year's Eve.
Like it's 2 in the afternoon.
Right,
Right. So that's our concern.
okay. I'll take a
Thank
motion
you.
to adjourn.
Motion.
Second. Motion, meeting adjourned.